And now for the starting lineups. First, we will have the defensive starters for the visiting Cozad Haymakers. A senior, number 3, Isaac White. A senior, number 10, Cord Kitka. Also a senior, number 12, Cash Kitka. A senior, number 26, Tag Sasali. A junior, number 50, Isaac Langley. A senior, number 52, Eli Baritza. A sophomore, number 58, Lane Wright. A junior, number 62, Tyree Smith. A senior, number 65, Zach Gangenbaugh. And a senior, number 77, Jaden Cervantes. The Haymakers are coached by Jace Dooland, Drew Young, Eric Ide, Chris Verdi, Trey Botts, David Squires, Dylan Higgins, and Scott Adgidson. The Haymakers are 2-3 on the year and in C1 District number 6. And now, for the offensive starters for your Gothenburg Swedes. At quarterback, a senior, number 2, Wes Geiken. A junior, number 9, at receiver, Cooper Kane. A quarterback, number 11, a junior, Trey Stevens. At running back, a senior, number 21, Jake Burge. Also a senior in the backfield, number 22, Trey Rossell. And a sophomore in the backfield, number 34, Jackson Dom. Moving down into the offensive line, a junior, number 54, Tucker Keith. A senior, number 60, Bennett Geiken. A senior, number 64 in the offensive line, Zach Smith. Also in the line, a senior, number 65, Kai Jorgensen. And finally, a junior, number 75, Caleb Tamala. The Swedes are also 2-3 in the year and in District 6 and are coached by Craig Hakey, Justin Dowdy, Tom Scott, Jerry Wiggins, Jesse Kinslow, Trent Good, and Tyler Brown. Again, the offensive lineup for your Gothenburg Swedes. The Swedes won the toss and have elected to receive to start our game. All right, at this time, we ask that you please rise, direct your attention to the field, and remove your hats as the Gothenburg Color Guard presents our nation's flag. Active military personnel and veterans of our armed services may retain cover given an appropriate salute. Color Guard members presenting the colors today are Robert Schwantz, John Hudson, Steve Windrum, Bob Teasmeyer, and Logan Riceley. The Gothenburg High School Pep Band, under the direction of Mrs. Tanya Welch, with our national anthem. our national anthem. Welcome to the 2022 homecoming game and ceremony. The Gothenburg High School Student Council is the official sponsor of all homecoming activities. After the game tonight, the Student Council will be announcing the homecoming candidates. You are invited to stay for the crowning of the Queen and King on the 50-yard line after the game. The theme for this week is A True Homecoming. We welcome our alumni and everyone who calls Gothenburg home. The Haymakers will be kicking off, and doing the kicking, number 77, Jaden Cervantes. Back deep for the Swedes, Trey Stevens and Trey Rossell. Trey Rossell right up the middle with a return. Brought down on the play by number 12, Cash Kipka. Result that carry, that return. Takes the ball out to the 36-yard line where the Swedes take over 1st and 10. Jackson Dom carry right up the middle for the Swedes. Brought down by Tyree Smith and Chris Ruana. Carey takes the ball out to the 40-yard line where the Swedes have a 2nd and 6. Jackson Dom running up behind the offensive line. Brought down by Sasali and Gangambaugh for the Haymakers. However, that carry takes the ball out just past the 46-yard line where the Swedes have another 1st and 10. Jackson Dom again on the right side this time. Brought down by Cord Kitka for the Haymakers. Gain takes the ball into Haymaker territory to the 46-yard line where the Swedes now have a 2nd and 3. Guykin's pass intended towards Stevens. Covered in the play by Isaac White for the Haymakers. Pass is incomplete. 3rd and 3 for the Swedes at the 46-yard line. Guykin gives the ball to Dom off the right side of the line. Brought down by Lane Wright for the Haymakers. Carey takes the ball down to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 Swedes. Jackson Dom with the dive right up the middle. Brought down by Langley and Ruano for the Haymakers. A gain of a couple on the play. 2nd and 8 for the Swedes on the Haymaker 41-yard line. Evan Johnson brings the ball back off the right side. Brought down the play by Lane Wright for the Haymakers. Carey takes the ball down to the 40-yard line where the Swedes have a 3rd and 6. Geiken's pass completed to Stevens. Brought down the play by number 12, Cash Kitka. There is a flag on the play. Preliminary indication is that the penalty is on Gothenburg. That's a chop block, I believe, on the Swedes. They'll march it back into Swede territory. Repeat the down. It's third down, Gothenburg. Geiken's pass intercepted by Drew White for Cozad. We do have a flag on the play. That is a personal foul indicated against Cozad. It is a personal foul against Cozad. It was post possession, so Cozad will take over 1st and 10. Looks like they're going to set it down at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10, Cozad. Cozad with the carry right up the middle. Brought down by Rossell and Geiken. That's Cash Kitka on the carry for Cozad. Brought down by Jackson Dahm for the Swedes. Loss on the play. Moves the ball back to the 30-yard line, where the Haymakers have a 3rd and 10. Shoemaker's pass deflected at the line of scrimmage. Deflection by Kai Jorgensen. Incomplete pass. It is now 4th down, Cozad. Drew White in punt formation for Cozad. Trey Stevens back to receive for Gothenburg. Nice kick by White. Ball goes down to the 7-yard line where the Swedes will take over 1st and 10. Evan Johnson on the carry for Gothenburg. Brought down by Drew White. Also on that tackle, Tyree Smith. Gain 6 on the play. 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line. Geiken's pass completed to Russell. Brought down by Cash Kitka for Cozad. Result of the reception takes the ball out to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10, Gothenburg. Jake Burge on the carry for Gothenburg. Brought down by Cervantes and Baritza. There is a flag on the play. Personal indication is a personal foul face mask on Cozad. Once again, we have a personal foul face mask on Cozad. Push the ball into Haymaker territory. Swedes have a 1st and 10 on the 44-yard line. Cade Cox on the carry for Gothenburg. Brought down by Drew White for the Haymakers. A gain of 3 on the play. Takes the ball down to just outside the 40-yard line. 2nd and 7. Geiken's pass intended down the right sideline towards Kane. Coverage on the play by Cord Kitka for Cozad. Incomplete pass. 3rd down, Gothenburg. Wes Geiken takes the ball off the left side. Brought down by Sassali and Smith. Trey Stevens covers the ball. Result of the recovery is a 1st and 10 Gothenburg at the 31-yard line of Cozad. Jackson Dahm powers the ball up the middle. Brought down by Ritza and Sasali for Cozad. Gain of 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 at the Cozad 26-yard line. A Geiken to Russell! Touchdown, Gothenburg! Wes Geiken to Trey Russell. Swedes in for 6. Russell in to attempt the extra point with Burge on the hold. Jorgensen on the snap. And the kick is no good. After the touchdown, Gothenburg leads 6-0 with 4:05 left in the first quarter. Evan Johnson to kick off for Gothenburg. Cord Kitka and Drew White back for Cozad. Johnson's kick returned by Isaac White. Pushed out of bounds by Rye Tiller for Gothenburg. Return takes the ball out to the 41-yard line. 1st and 10, Cozad. Cash Kitka on the carry for the Haymakers. Brought down by Bennett Geiken and Wes Geiken. Carey takes the ball just into sweet territory, where the Haymakers have a 2nd and 1. Drew White on the carry for Cozad. Brought down by Bennett Geiken and Jake Burge. Carey takes the ball deeper into Gothenburg territory, where the Haymakers have a 1st and 10. Kitka takes the ball up the middle and weaves off to the right side. Brought down by Wes Geiken and Cooper Kane on the play. Gain takes the ball down to the 37-yard line, where the Haymakers have a 2nd and 1. Number 12, Cash Kitka off the left side and into the end zone for a haymaker touchdown. "37-yard touchdown run for Kitka. Cervantes in to attempt the extra point for Cozad. Wide on the hold. Cervantes' kick is no good. And with 2:41 left to go in this quarter, it is now 6-6, all tied up. Cervantes into kickoff for the Haymakers. Rossell and Stevens back deep for the Swedes. Rossell brings the ball back off the right side with the return. Brought down by Cord Kitka for Cozad. Return takes the ball out to the 31-yard line, where the Swedes have a 1st and 10. Geiken on the keep. Brought down by Baritza for Cozad. Looks like he may have gained a yard. Second and 9, Gothenburg. Geiken turns the ball, takes it right up the middle. Brought down by Drew White, but not until the Swedes have a 1st and 10. Jake Bird takes the sweep off the left side. Brought down by Baritza and White for Cozad. Gain of 4 in the play. 2nd and 6, Gothenburg on the 49-yard line. Geiken on the quarterback keep off the right side. Brought down by Tyree Smith. Ruano also in on that tackle for Cozad. Gain takes the ball to the Cozad 48-yard line. 3rd and 3, Gothenburg. Geiken's pass is complete to Cooper Kane. Tackle by Cash Kitka. Reception takes the ball down to the Cozad 40-yard line. Well, that's the end of quarter number 1. With 1 in the books, it is 6-6. After the first quarter, in Class C1 action, McCook leads Ogallala 14-0. Geiken's pass intended towards Stevens. There is a flag on the play. Wide in the coverage for Cozad. The preliminary indication, defensive holding on Cozad. It is holding on Cozad. After the penalty, the Swedes have a 1st and 10. Evan Johnson on the carry for Gothenburg, tackled by Ruano for Cozad. Malcolm is also in on that tackle. Of the C1 action, Broken Bow leads Holdridge 13-0 after 1. And the Husker volleyball team swept Rutgers 3-0. Russell on the carry for Gothenburg around the right side. Brought down by Baritza and Drew White for Cozad. Carey takes the ball down to the 21-yard line. 3rd and 1, Gothenburg. Jake Burge, tough run right up the middle. Brought down by Ruano and Cord Kitka for Cozad. Carey takes the ball down to the Cozad 15-yard line. 1st and 10, Gothenburg. Birds with a cut back into the middle of the haymaker line. Brought down by Gangenbaugh and Ruano. Gain a couple on the play. 2nd and 8 from the Cozad 12-yard line. Burge brings the ball back to the left side where he's met in the hole. Baritza on the tackle for Cozad. No gain on the play. 2nd and 8. Excuse me, 3rd and 8. Pass intended towards Stevens. Broken up on the play by Kortkitka. Incomplete pass. It is now 4th down. Geiken's pass to Russell. Geiken to Russell. Touchdown, Swedes. Wes Geiken to Trey Russell. Touchdown, Swedes. Wes Geiken keeps the ball off the left side on the attempt for 2. He is brought down. It is no good. Tackle made by White. With 8:52 left to go in the first half, it is now Gothenburg 12, Cozad 6. Evan Johnson will be kicking off for Gothenburg. Drew White, Kortkitka back to receive for the Haymakers. Drew White with a nice return off the right side for Cozad. Tripped up by Torin Wind for Gothenburg. White's return takes the ball out to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10, Haymakers. Cash Kitka on the carry up the middle for the Haymakers. Tackled by Burge and Geiken. Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9, Cozad. Shoemaker's pass is intercepted. Cooper Kane with interception. Result of the turnover. Swedes will take over 1st and 10 at the Haymaker 47-yard line. Jackson Dahm with a powerful run off the left side. Brought down by Britza for Cozad. Result of the carry takes the ball down to the Cozad 38-yard line. 2nd and 1, Gothenburg. Jake Burge with a run off the right side for the Swedes. Brought down by Baritza and Sassali for Cozad. Result of the carry takes the ball down to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, Gothenburg. Jackson Dahm with a tough carry off the left side. Brought down by Ruano and Baritza. Carey takes the ball down to the 31-yard line. 2nd and 6 for Gothenburg. Geiken's pass intended towards Stevens, incomplete. Coverage on the play by Cord Kitka for Cozad. Incomplete pass, 3rd and 6. Geiken's pass complete to Cooper Kane. Tackle on the play by Cash Kitka. Reception takes the ball down to the 23-yard line. 1st and 10, Gothenburg. Jackson Dahm, powerful run off the left side. Brought down by Baritza. Gain of 5 on the play. 2nd and 5, Gothenburg. Another tough run by Dom off the right side this time. Brought down by Ruano for Cozad. Carey takes the ball down to the 14-yard line. 3rd and 1 for Gothenburg. Wes Geiken follows Cade Cox into the line. Carey takes the ball down to the Cozad 8-yard line. Brought down by Ruano and Tyrese Smith. Result of the carry, it's 1st and goal for the Swedes. Jake Bird takes the sweep off to the left side. Brought down by White and Langley. Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and goal from the 7. Do have a flag before the play. It is a dead ball. Illegal procedure on the Swedes. They'll march it off 5. Is now 2nd and goal from the 12. Geiken keeps it, rolls off the right, is pushed out of bounds. There's a flag on the play. Baritza pushed him out of bounds. The preliminary indication is holding on the offense. The 10-yard penalty pushes the ball out to the 26-yard line after the holding. Geiken's pass completed to Dom off the left side. Brought down by Kitka. Result of the reception takes the ball to the 21-yard line. Now 3rd goal. Geiken's pass completed to Dom off the left side. Pushed out of bounds by lane right for Cozad. Goes out of bounds at 17-yard line, where it's now 4th and goal. Swedes are going to talk about a timeout. The Gothenburg High School Student Council is the official sponsor of all homecoming activities. After the football game, once again, Gothenburg High School Student Council is the official sponsor of all homecoming activities. After the football game, Swede fans are encouraged to stay in the stands as we crown the 2022 GHS Homecoming King and Queen. The homecoming dance will be held tonight in the elementary gym from 9:30 to midnight. Doors open at 9:30 and close at 10:30. Looks like Rossell is in to attempt a field goal. Kick drifts left and is no good. Turnover on downs. The Haymakers will take over 1st and 10 on their 20-yard line. Shoemaker pass completed to Kitka. Pushed out of bounds by Stevens for Gothenburg. Ball is out of bounds at the 33-yard line. 1st and 10, Cozad. Kesh Kitka takes the ball off the left side for Cozad. Brought down by Cooper Kane. Carey takes the ball out to the 39-yard line. 2nd and 4 for Cozad. Shoemaker's pass completed to Kitka. Brought down by Jorgensen and Stevens. Reception takes the ball out to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10, Cozad. Shoemaker's pass completed to White. Pushed out of bounds by Burge. Reception takes the ball into Swede territory. 1st and 10, Cozad at the 38-yard line. Cash Kitka off the right side for Cozad. Brought down by Cooper Kane. Carey takes the ball down to the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 Haymakers. Kitka hit the carry up the middle. Brought down by Cole Atkinson. Shoemaker's pass intended towards White. Coverage on the play by Braden Anderson. Shoemaker's pass complete to Kitka into the end zone. Touchdown, Cozad. Cervantes in to attempt the extra point for Cozad. Withdrew wide on the hold. Cervantes' kick is good. Result of the extra point. With 1:01 left to go, Cozad takes the lead, 13-12. Other C1 action with 8 left to go in the half. Pierce leads O'Neill 20-14. Cervantes in to kick off for Cozad with Rossell and Stevens back for Gothenburg. Stevens with a nice return off the right side. Brought down by Malcolm and Wright for Cozad. Return takes the ball out to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 Gothenburg. Guykin's pass intended towards Rossell is incomplete. Covers on the play by the Haymakers, Isaac White. Incomplete pass, 2nd down Gothenburg. Wes Guykin with a carry up the middle. Brought down by Ruano for Cozad. Cozad has called timeout with 3rd and 5 to go. Wes Geiken on the carry. Brought down by Ruano and Baritza. Cozad uses another timeout. Stevens back in punt formation for Gothenburg. White back to receive. Nice punt by Stevens. Goes out at the 39-yard line. With 32 seconds left to go in our first half, Cozad takes over 1st and 10. Shoemaker's pass intended towards Isaac White. Coverage by Evan Johnson. Incomplete pass, 2nd down, Cozad. Shoemaker's pass is intercepted by Johnson. Evan Johnson on the interception. Swedes take over 1st and 10. of the C1 action. At halftime, Adams Central leads St. Paul 20-3. Geiken brought down the backfield. Gangenbaugh with the sack. And that looks like the end of our first half. After two, close one between Dawson County rivals. It is 13-12 Cozad. Johnson to kick off for Gothenburg to start the second half, with Irish and White back to receive for the Haymakers. Drew White on the return. Tackled by Winter and 24 Tiller. There is a flag on the play. Preliminary indication is holding on the return team. Again, it is holding on the return team from the spot of the foul. They mark off 10. Cozad will take over 1st and 10 on the 30-yard line. Cash Kitka on the carry for Cozad right up the middle. Brought down by Jake Burge and Bennett Geiken. Gain of 8 on the play, 2nd and 2 for the Haymakers. Kitka with another carry up the middle, out to the 45-yard line. Brought down by Geiken and Max Wyatt. Result of the carry is a 1st and 10 for the Haymakers. Get on the 45-yard line. Kitka takes the ball around the left side this time. Brought down by Kai Jorgensen. Carey takes the ball out to midfield. 2nd and 6, Haymakers. Kitka on the carry. Brought down by Wyatt and Smith for Gothenburg. Dead ball foul. Offsides on Gothenburg, 5-yard mark off. 1st down, Cozad. Kitka run up the middle. Tamala and Rossell in on the tackle for Gothenburg. Takes the ball to 38-yard line. 2nd and 8, Cozad. Kitka, powerful run right up the middle once again. Brought down by Jackson Dom and Evan Johnson. 3rd and 3, Haymakers. Shoemaker's pass intended towards White. It is incomplete. Covered on the play by Cooper Kane. Now 4th down and 3 for the Haymakers on the Swede 33-yard line. Kitka tries the middle, met by the center of the Swede defensive line. Atkinson and Tamala lead the charge for the Swedes. Haymakers turned over on downs. 1st and 10, Gothenburg. Jake Burge brings the ball back to the left side for the Swedes. Brought down by Isaac Langley for Cozad. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Doms carry up the middle. Ball's on the ground, recovered by number 12, Cash Kitka. Result of the turnover, the Haymakers will take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Kitka carry off the right side for Cozad. Brought down by Russell and Max Wyatt. Carey takes the ball into Swede territory. Looks like it's 2nd and 7 for Cozad. Drew White takes the ball back off the left side for Cozad. Brought down by Rossell. Wyatt also in on that tackle. 3rd and 9 at midfield for the Haymakers. Shoemaker met in the backfield. Cade Cox with a sack for the Swedes. White back in pump formation for Cozad. White's kick goes out of bounds. Nice kick. There's a flag on the play. Preliminary call, personal foul, face mask on Gothenburg. Result of the penalty pushes the ball back into Swede territory. Swedes take over 1st and 10, just inside the 15-yard line. It was a face mask. 1st and 10, Gothenburg. Geiken swings the ball out to the left flat to Rossell. He's pushed out of bounds by Kortkitka, but not until he takes the ball out to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, Gothenburg. Geiken's pass intended towards Anderson falls incomplete. 2nd down. Wes Geiken takes the ball off the left side. But down by White. Carey takes the ball out to midfield. 1st and 10, Gothenburg. Jackson Dom carry off the right side for Gothenburg. Brought down by Langley for Cozad. Takes the ball to the 47-yard line. 2nd and 7 for the Swedes. Dom takes the ball up the middle. Brought down by Ruano and Gangenbaugh. Takes the ball down to the 40, just inside the 44-yard line. 3rd and 4 for Gothenburg. Boone Tiedemann with the carry. Brought down by Baritza and Ruano. Carey takes the ball down to the 42-yard line. 4th down for the Swedes. Wes Geiken keeps the ball off the left side. Pushes the ball inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Gothenburg. Tackled by the Haymakers, Langley. It is a dead ball. Offsides on the defense. Going to step off 5, taking it down to the haymaker, just outside the haymaker 34-yard line. Is now 1st and 5. Geiken to Cooper Kane. Into the end zone, touchdown. Wes Geiken to Cooper Kane, touchdown, Swedes. Geiken into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. Wes Geiken. Wes Geiken into the end zone, touchdown. The Swedes now lead the Haymakers 20-13. 3:21 left to go in quarter number 3. Upcoming Swede activities. Upcoming Swede activities. The girls golf team travels to Cambridge on October 3rd for district golf. First tee times are at 9 a.m. Into kickoff for the Swedes, Evan Johnson. White and Kitka back to receive. Returned by Isaac White for Cozad. Brought down right away by Cade Cox. Result of the return. The Haymakers take over 1st and 10 on their 30-yard line. Kitka, another carry off the left side, tough run. Eventually brought down by number 22, Trey Rossell. Carey takes the ball into Swede territory, where the Haymakers have a 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line. Kitka takes the ball right up the middle this time. Brought down by Zach Smith and Evan Johnson. Gain of 4 in the play. 2nd and 6 for Cozad. Kitka brings the ball around the right side for Cozad. There is a flag on the play. Stevens in on that tackle. Preliminary indication, illegal shift is signaled against the Haymakers. Other upcoming Swede action, the cross-country teams travel to Minden on October 6th for the Southwest Conference cross-country meet beginning at 4 p.m. Shoemaker's pitch to Kitka off the right side. Met by Tucker Keith and Kate Cox. Loss on the play. It is 3rd and 12. Shoemaker's pass completed to Isaac White. Brought down by Kane and Dom for the Swedes. 3-yard gain takes the ball down to the Swede 39-yard line. Is now 4th down, Cozad. Drew White into punt for the Haymakers, with Stevens back to receive for Gothenburg. Great kick by Drew White. Ball checks up at the 8-yard line where the Swedes take over 1st and 10. Again, the cross-country team travels to Minden for the Southwest Conference meet. They had a busy week. The boys team actually won the UNK invite and followed up with a win on the Gothenburg invite. Boys cross-country team is currently ranked 1st in the state by Prep Running Nerds. Wes Geiken keeps the ball, moves up into the center of the line. He's brought down by Lane Wright and Tyrese Smith for the Haymakers. Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd down for Gothenburg. Other upcoming Swede action. The girls softball team is going to be hosting sub-district softball next week, beginning on October 3rd. The softball team is currently 23-5 after winning a doubleheader from Hershey over the week. Swedes begin sub-districts with Minden at 3 p.m. The Haymakers softball team will also be here for the sub-district match. The Haymakers play Southern Valley Alma, and their game is scheduled for 5 p.m. Gothenburg Minden at 3, Cozad Southern Valley Alma at 5. The Swede volleyball team moved to 20-2 during the week. They will travel to Valentine on October 4th for a triangular with Ogallala and Valentine beginning at 5 p.m. Swede volleyball team against 20-2. They're currently ranked number 1 in the state in power points. The volleyball team also travels to McCook on October 6th for games at 5, 6, and 7 p.m. As we move into the fourth quarter, it is 2nd and 9 for the Swedes. We do have a dead ball call, illegal procedure on Gothenburg. Looks like it'll be half the distance to the goal line. Second down. Geiken pulls it down, rolls off the left side. He's brought down the play by Isaac White. There is a flag on the play. Preliminary indication is holding on Gothenburg. It was holding on Gothenburg, half the distance to the goal line. It's still second down.
At Cottonwood and Gothenburg Realty, their experience, knowledge, and local connections provide the best marketing for their real estate clients. Whether buying or selling a home, it's one of the single most important decisions you will make. That's why you deserve a professional with market knowledge, negotiation skills, and good ethics to assist you. Their team is made up of caring, knowledgeable professionals that work tirelessly to help you with the home buying and selling process. Call today or check out their webpage to learn more. Cottonwood and Gothenburg Realty.
Reception just beyond the 3-yard line. Third down. Geiken's pass intended towards Stevens, incomplete. Coverage by Kitka on the play. The result of the incompletion, the Swedes now have a fourth down. Stevens back in punt formation with White and Kitka back for Cozad. Stevens' kick covered up by Rossell. Haymakers will take over 1st and 10 on the Swede 31-yard line. Schumer's pass completed to Drew White. Pushed out by Cooper Kane. There is a flag on the play. Preliminary indication. Ineligible receiver downfield. It was an illegal procedure on Cozad. They'll mark it off 5. First down. Kitka, another carry right up the middle for Cozad. Brought down by Evan Johnson. Takes the ball down to the 30-yard line. Second down. Kitka threw a big hole off the right side for Cozad. Brought down by Geiken and Johnson for Gothenburg. Carey takes the ball down to the 8-yard line where the Haymakers have a first and goal. Shoemaker on the quarterback keep for Cozad. Brought down by Geiken and Wyatt. Carey takes the ball down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal. Drew White on the carry for Cozad. Brought down by Atkinson and Jorgensen. Drew White, tough run off the right side for Cozad into the end zone for a Haymaker touchdown. Looks like Cervantes in to attempt the extra point for Cozad. White in on the hold. That kick is no good. Another close one between Dawson County rivals with 8:47 to go. Gothenburg 20.
Whether you're rushing to a ball game, managing a business, or juggling work and school, we at Flatwater Bank understand that life can get chaotic. Our mobile app lessens the stress of maintaining your finances and makes a trip to the bank one less thing to worry about. Use it to deposit checks, pay bills, track your balance, instantly pay friends, and so much more. Download our mobile app to access the branch that never closes.
Grade will play first at 4:30, followed by the 7th grade at 6:30. These are time changes from the original calendar. Cervantes in to kick off for Cozad. Stevens and Russell back for Gothenburg. Rossell with a nice carry on the return. He was met by Drew White with a nice tackle. That return takes the ball out to the 25-yard line, where the Swedes have a 1st and 10. Jackson Dahm with a run right up the middle for the Swedes. Brought down by Baritza for Cozad. Gain takes the ball out to the 27-yard line. 2nd and 8 for Gothenburg. Tough run by Jackson Dahm off the right side. Sasale with a nice tackle. Push the ball just out inside the 34-yard line, just outside the 34-yard line. 3rd and just a foot. Wes Geiken with quarterback sneak right up the middle. Pushes the ball forward for a 1st down, Gothenburg. Brought down by Baritza for Cozad. Wes Geiken pops out of the pile, moves the ball forward into haymaker territory. Eventually brought down by Cash Kitka. 1st and 10, Gothenburg. C1 action. Brokemo currently leads Holdridge 48-14 with 2:31 left to go. Jackson Dahm following the center of the line up the middle. Brought down by Ruano. I think White's also on that tackle. Carey takes the ball down to the 46-yard line. 2nd and 7 for Gothenburg. Evan Johnson brings the ball back off the right side. There is a flag on the play. Brought down by White and Gangenbaugh. Looks like the carry took the ball down to the 40-yard line. There's a flag on the play. Preliminary indication, face mask on the defense. Step it off 5 down to the 35-yard line. 1st down, Gothenburg. Wes Geiken keeps the ball off the right side, stays in bounds. He's brought down by Baritza. Jackson Dom, left side of the middle. Brought down by Cervantes. Carey takes the ball down to just outside the 26-yard line. 3rd and 2 for Gothenburg. Evan Johnson takes the ball to the right side. Nice tackle by Baritza. Sasali also in that tackle. However, not in time. The Swedes push the ball for a first down. First down, Gothenburg, just inside the Haymaker 25-yard line. Geiken turns and follows Dom into the hole. Brought down by Cervantes and Langley. Short gain of the play, second down. Looks like the Swedes are going to talk about this one. With 2:41 left to go in our game, the score, Gothenburg 20, Cozad 19. Other C1 action, final, Adams Central beats St. Paul 34-3. A Geiken to Rossell. Touchdown, Swedes. Wes Geiken, Trey Rossell into the end zone. Swede, touchdown. Geiken's pass intended towards Rossell is no good. With 2:34 left to go. The score, Gothenburg 26, Cozad 19. Evan Johnson in the kickoff for Gothenburg. Drew and Isaac White back to receive for Cozad. Kitka on the return down the right sideline for Cozad. Eventually brought down by Tiedemann and Marachik. Cord Kitka on the reverse for Cozad. Brought down by Geiken and Rossell. Second and 1 for the Haymakers. Cash Kitka on this carry. Brought down by Rossell and Johnson. Carey takes the ball down to 17, first and 10, Cozad. Kitka takes the ball off the right side this time for Cozad. Dom and Keith in on that tackle for Gothenburg. We do have a timeout for the officials. Official timeout. Drew White on the carry for Cozad, right up the middle. Brought down by Kate Cox. Drew White on the carry for Cozad. Works his way through the middle line off to the right side into the end zone for a haymaker touchdown. Cervantes in to attempt the extra point for Cozad. Drew White in on the hold. Cervantes' kick is good. With 1 minute to go, it is all tied up. Gothenburg 26, Cozad 26. Cervantes in to kick off for Cozad. Russell and Stevens back deep for the Swedes. Trey Stevens returns the ball up the center for the Swedes. Brought down by Brock Malcolm for the Haymakers. Return takes the ball out to the 25-yard line. With 55 seconds left to go, it is 1st and 10 Gothenburg. Geiken's pass intended towards Kane, broken up on the play by Kitka. Geiken's pass intended toward Kane, incomplete. Covered in the play by Kitka. Geiken's pass is incomplete. They wave off the flag. Result of incompletion is now 4th down for Gothenburg. Stevens back in punt formation. Kitka and White back to receive. Have a flag on the play before the snap. Dead ball. Offsides on Cozad. Mark off 5-yard is now 4th and 5. Stevens gets the ball away. Recovered by Davis for Cozad. On the just inside the 39-yard line. 1st and 10, Cozad. Shoemaker's pass is intercepted. Wes Geiken with the pick. Result of the turnover. Swedes take over 1st and 10 on the 3-yard line. Wes Geiken keeps the ball going around the left side for Gothenburg. Brought down by Shoemaker. Carey takes the ball out to the 11-yard line, 2nd down and 2. Looks like we're going to go extra. With 4 in the books, the score, Gothenburg 26, Cozad 26, overtime. Great game between two outstanding teams here in Dawson County. All right, for the overtime, we're going to have a coin flip. All right, looks like Gothenburg won the toss and is elected, I believe, to go on defense. Cozad will take the ball, headed to the west end zone. Overtime. The way it works, get the ball on the 10-yard line. Both teams have an opportunity. This first overtime will be played at the west end zone, and Cozad will start with the ball. First and goal on the 10. Shoemaker gives the ball to White right up the middle for Cozad. Brought down by Jorgensen and Johnson. Carey takes the ball down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal. White with another carry up the middle. This time he's brought down by Russell and Atkinson. Carey takes the ball down to the 4-yard line. Third and goal. White with another carry right up the middle. Brought down by Geiken and Jorgensen. It is fourth down. Looks like the Haymakers want to talk about this one.
At Cottonwood and Gothenburg Realty, their experience, knowledge, and local connections provide the best marketing for their real estate clients. Whether buying or selling a home, it's one of the single most important decisions you will make. That's why you deserve a professional with market knowledge, negotiation skills, and good ethics to assist you. Their team is made up of caring, knowledgeable professionals that work tirelessly to help you with the home buying and selling process. Call today or check out their webpage to learn more. Cottonwood and Gothenburg Realty.
It is fourth and goal. Shoemaker keeps the ball off the right side and goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Haymakers. Cervantes in to attempt the extra point for the Haymakers. Cervantes powers that one through, and it's good. After our first attempt in overtime, Cozad now has the lead, 33-26. Gothenburg, first and goal on the 10-yard line. Sweet offense on the field. First and goal. Evan Johnson on the toss sweep, takes it around the right side. No gain of the play. He brought down by Lane Wright and Chris Ruano. Geiken's pass intended towards Johnson. It is incomplete. Kitka on the coverage. Third goal, Gothenburg. Geiken's pass intended towards Stevens. It is incomplete. Kitka on the coverage. It is now fourth down. Looks like we're going to talk about a timeout, Gothenburg. And Kitka with the interception, and that is our ball game. Great game, two excellent teams. Our final, Cozad 33, Gothenburg 26. Swedes return to action next Friday night in Holdridge for another C1 6th District game. In a few moments, we will be introducing our 2022 King and Queen candidates. The King and Queen are members of our senior class of 2023 and voted on by the 9th through 12th grade. Homecoming dance will be held tonight in the elementary gym from 9:30 to midnight. Doors open at 9:30 and close at 10:30 p.m. Thank you for coming to tonight's game. Please hang around for the coronation of our homecoming King and Queen.
Hello, Swede fans.
And then you're going to want to be right on it and
Like,
3 or 4 times.
hello?
No, like you mean it, not like a question.
Hello?
Okay.
Okay. Hello, Swede fans. Thank you for staying for tonight's homecoming ceremony. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for staying for tonight's homecoming ceremony. Well, we will crown the 2022 GHS Homecoming King and Queen. My name is Hayden Riceley.
And my name is Carson Ryman. We are proud to represent the Gothenburg High School Student Council for tonight's ceremony.
The theme for Spirit Week was a true homecoming. We've hosted several home events this week. Cross country, softball, and volleyball hosted varsity events this week. Homecoming is a time for our school and community to unite, bringing home alumni and celebrating everything that is our school, our town, our home. So our theme is a true homecoming. This week we modeled school spirit with a traditional Spirit Week.
On Monday, we got comfy and were cool for Adam Sandler Day. The winner was Ava Foster. On Tuesday, we dressed up like our favorite teacher or coach. Winners were Ellie Wyatt, Dylan Mintz, and Mason May. On Wednesday, we dressed like your younger self. We looked through old photos and copied our favorite outfit from childhood. Winners were Isabella Jordan, Sophie Aiden, Iva Rickardson, and Oriana Westbrook. Thursday is the traditional color day, with each grade wearing their class color. Seniors wore black, juniors wore white, the sophomores wore blue, and the freshmen wore red. The 7th and 8th grades were yellow, and the staff wore tie-dye. Today, we showed off your extreme Swede pride. The winners were Kinley McCoy, Jada Rubalcava, and Tessa Carter.
The Student Council would like to thank all of the people in the community who spent their time helping to make homecoming events possible. We could not have done it without our families that allowed us to use their trailers in the parade and our parade float drivers. Thank you to the band, cheerleaders, and police officers for leading our parade. We appreciated the use of Wild Horses golf carts for candidate transportation and the willingness of the city of Gothenburg to make sure our parade was successful. We also are thankful for our parade judges and the adults that will sponsor our homecoming dance tonight. Our staff at GPS is amazing also. What a great week. What a great list. We are truly a great community. Thanks for coming home for homecoming.
This afternoon, the homecoming parade proceeded downtown and showed the community our school pride. The 7th grade was voted to have the best float. Juniors came in second, and the freshmen followed in third. The homecoming pep rally took place in the North Gym when we returned to school. During our pep rally today, Jacob Burge and Emily Cornwell won the Finish the Lyrics competition. Tucker and Hannah Keith had the best tackle performance amongst all competing siblings. The volleyball athletes won the dance-off between all the fall sports teams. And now we are at our last 2 homecoming events. We will introduce our senior candidates shortly, and then the 9th through 12th grades will dance tonight in the elementary gym from 10:15 to midnight. The doors will close at 11:15.
It is now time to meet our 2022 homecoming senior king and queen candidates.
Emily is the daughter of George and Annie Cornwell. She is involved in volleyball, basketball. Emily Cornwell and Jake Burge. Emily is the daughter of George and Annie Cornwell. She is involved in volleyball, basketball, tennis, FFA, and One Acts. Emily is a member of the Student Council, Interact, Pep Club, Book Club, Sigma Phi Beta, and the National Honor Society. She's a member of Our Lady Good Counsel Catholic Church. Emily's hobbies include reading, baking, and laughing at her own jokes. She plans to continue her education in psychology.
Jake is the son of Randy and Amber Burge. He is active in FFA, Student Council, One Act, and is a member of the Gothenburg Interact Club. Jake is also on the football and track teams. Jake is the vice president of the Student Council and the treasurer of the Gothenburg FFA chapter. In addition, he is a member of National Honor Society and Sigma Phi Beta. Jake is a member of the Gothenburg United Methodist Church. He enjoys hanging out with friends on the tiki bar, working on his truck, and tinkering in the garage. Jake's future plans include attending the University of Nebraska at Lincoln and getting an ag-related degree.
Our next two candidates are Jada Rubalcava and Kai Jorgensen. Jada is the daughter of Drew and Cassandra Rubalcava. She's active in FFA, One Act, Musical, Pep Club, and Book Club. Jada is a member of the girls' tennis and girls' golf teams, and she enjoys making caramel apples for her community. Jada is the secretary for the Student Council, corresponding secretary for the National Honor Society, a member of Sigma Phi Beta, and goes to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. She loves going on family vacations, playing Just Dance with her siblings, and hanging out with her friends when she gets the chance. Next fall, Jada is planning on majoring in nursing in a community college in Arizona.
Kai is the son of Brad and Lisa Jorgensen. He is involved in football, basketball, golf, One Acts, and is the Student Council treasurer. Kai is the FFA president and is a member of Science Olympiad, Interact, National Honor Society, Sigma Phi Beta, and the Gothenburg United Methodist Church. His hobbies include golfing, hitting people within all sports, hanging with friends, and spending time with his endless amount of family members. Kai plans to pursue a degree in mechanical engineering and a master's in business at either Kansas State, Iowa State, or UNL.
Our next two candidates are Kara Wiskowiak and Sean Mayans. Kara is the daughter of Randy and Natalie Wiskowiak. She participates in volleyball, speech, One Acts, musical, and the FFA. She's a member of Art Club, National Honor Society, Pep Club, Book Club, FCA, and Interact. She's a member of Our Lady of Good Counsel Catholic Church, and in her free time, she enjoys hanging out with friends, traveling, and listening to podcasts. She plans to continue her education and fulfill her dreams of becoming a trophy wife.
Sean is the son of Holly and Jason Mines. He participates in football, basketball, track, and baseball. Sean is a member of the First Presbyterian Church. In his free time, he likes hanging out with the boys, playing Xbox, and going crazy on the harmonica. We are proud to have our 2021 homecoming king and queen here tonight to crown our 2022 royalty. And now we are proud to have our 2021 homecoming king and queen here tonight to crown our 2022 royalty.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome returning king and queen candidates Kaylee Gilligan and Maddox Rickardson. Kaylee is the daughter of Tyler and Danielle Gilligan. In her free time, she likes to watch Grey's Anatomy, hang out with friends, go get ice cream, and sleep. She's a member of Our Lady of Good Counsel Catholic Church, and Kaylee attends CCC in Kearney, where she studies nursing.
Maddox is the son of Luke and Julie Rickardson. He spends his free time hanging out with his friends, watching movies, snowboarding, going out on family boat rides, hanging out with the Congress when possible. Maddox also enjoys sitting in the hot tub with his dad and brother. He goes to church at the Crossing Fellowship. Maddox attends Concordia University, where he studies exercise science and plays football. Thank you both for returning home to do the honors.
Our 2022 homecoming king and queen are Kai Jorgensen and Jada Rubalcava. Thank you all for attending our